The Travel Transformation Podcast is proud to be partnered with Give the Goodness Global, an amazing global outreach project helping families in need all over Southeast Asia and beyond. Please check them out at Instagram.com/Give the Goodness Global today. And now on to the podcast episode.
Welcome to the Travel Transformation Podcast, where we talk all things travel and all things transformation, exploring the life-changing potential of solo travel, intentional travel, and location-independent working. Whether you're an aspiring digital nomad or simply wish to boost your confidence through epic travel experiences, I'm here to motivate and inspire you to go after all your wildest dreams. I'm Jessica Grace Coleman, author, certified travel coach, founder of the Travel Transformation Company, and your host for the Travel Transformation Podcast. Travel changed my life. Now let's change yours. You ready? Let's go. Hi, and welcome to the Travel Transformation Podcast. I'm your host, Jess, and this is just going to be a quick solo episode titled The 8 Types of Transformative Travel Trips. And this is the second time I'm recording the intro to this episode because it was originally called The 10 Types of Transformative Travel Trips. And I was like, try saying that 10 times fast, which I can't. And then I started looking through my notes and started recording, and I was like, I only have 8, so I'm going to have to rename, either come up with 2 more or rename this episode and re-record it. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, this is just going to be a really short one, and that's because I want to give you a range of episode lengths, really, because I know some people like the short solo episodes, like the quickie ones. Some people like solo episodes where I get deeper into a topic. Some people prefer the longer interview episodes, all that stuff. Let me know what you prefer, because I'd love to know instead of just guessing and talking into the ether. You can email me at info@traveltransformationcoach.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at traveltransformationcoach. And that is the second time I've said that. Hopefully I won't look at my notes again and realise I've only got 6. Okay, so this will be just a quick one. I'm just going to run through the types of transformative travel trips that I came up with. You can also find these listed on my website at traveltransformationcoach.com/travel-tips, or just go to traveltransformationcoach.com and click on tips on the menu at the top. And yeah, so these are the trips I came up with. So basically, as you know, I'm all about using travel as a tool for transformation. So it's not just a let's go here, let's have fun, let's come back, although that's great. It's about using intentional travel as a tool to transform your life, to improve something in your life, to look at things from a different perspective, to get clarity on something. And I was thinking about these and I was like, there are so many different types of trips you can go on that people might not even realize you can use travel in this way. So like I say, I could go into great detail on all of these trips, but I just wanted to run through them, give you an idea. And then if you want to hear about any particular type, or if you want me to go into in depth on any of them, maybe I'll do this in the future anyway, as a sort of series. But this is just sort of like an intro to the 8 different types of transformative travel trip. Okay, so number 1 is fears and limiting beliefs. And this is the one I personally know most about. Well, this and the next one, because this is what I did last spring. When I put all my stuff in storage, I left my house that I was renting and I flew to Spain and started my co-living adventure, which turned into this whole business and podcasts and books and everything you see today. So as the name suggests, this trip is all about overcoming your limiting beliefs and conquering your fears. So through travel and travel-related activities, you can conquer your fears and overcome the limiting beliefs that are holding you back in any area of your life. So it could be in your business, in your career, in your social life, in your personal life, in your romantic life, whatever it is. For me, my fear was fear of public speaking. My limiting belief was that I don't make a good first impression, that I am not confident enough to go and stay in a co-living place. I'm not confident enough to do something like give a workshop or a presentation as part of the co-living experience, which I did. It's all in my book, Intentional Travel Transformation, which you can get at traveltransformationcoach.com/books. And yeah, it's going on a trip with a clear intention to overcome a fear and or limiting belief. And like I say, I'm not going to go into great details about all of this stuff, but if you want me to, please let me know. Email, Instagram, whatever's easiest for you. And I will do a whole podcast episode about the types of trips you can take around these. So it could be, like I say, a fear of public speaking, like I mentioned. It could be a fear of water, a fear of swimming, a fear of drowning. I mean, that's a completely natural fear. But, go on a boating holiday, like just face it head on. That's the only way we get through our fears. And going out there and taking action is the only way we overcome our limiting beliefs, when we show ourselves that they're a load of rubbish, that they may have been limiting beliefs that were true in the past, or they may be limiting beliefs we borrowed from other people because they told us something once and we believed it. The next transformative travel trip is similar, and it sort of overlapped the fear and limiting beliefs one that I took, and it's comfort zones and confidence. And I just literally recorded a podcast episode about comfort zones, which will have already come out by the time you hear this one, and that is number 103. It's time to leave your comfort zone now. So that was the last episode. So go check that out if you haven't already. It will give you some ideas. That's not necessarily about traveling, but it's about getting you in the right mindset to start trying new things.
Sorry for the interruption, but I just have to tell you about Jessica Grace Coleman's new book, Intentional Travel Transformation. Boost your confidence, conquer your fears, and finally become the person you've always wanted to be, which is out now. This book is part memoir, part practical guide to help you transform yourself and your life through travel. Learn about Jessica's own tale of travel transformation, read unique transformation stories from the travel buddies she's met on the road, and make your way through her travel transformation framework, a method you can follow to create your very own bespoke travel transformation strategy. Your roadmap you can use to incorporate intentional travel into all your future trips. So, have you packed your bags yet? Because it's time to flip the script on your life and transform through travel. Get Intentional Travel Transformation now from Amazon, or head to www.traveltransformationcoach.com/books for more info. And now let's get back to the Travel Transformation Podcast.
So, comfort zones of confidence is to push yourself to step outside your comfort zone at every stage of your trip and do things that scare you, which is what I did as well. This can't help but boost your confidence in all kinds of different ways. If you think, I can't do something, you will keep thinking that until you do the thing and show yourself that you're wrong. And like I say, I think any kind of travel is a good way of getting outside our comfort zones. Doing things that scare us is a good way of boosting our confidence. So fears and limiting beliefs trip and comfort zones and confidence trip can often go hand in hand. So the next one is networking and business building. So you might do this anyway if you travel for work a lot and attend conferences and stuff like that. But also if you have your own business or side hustle, you can use co-living houses and co-working spaces to network, gain ideas, meet potential collaborators and investors, and more. So I had an element of this in my trips when I went to the co-living places, because most people either have their own business or a side hustle or a passion project or something that they're working on. And a lot of time you can trade skills. I did that a few times. You can have one-on-one sessions with people. They give workshops, presentations. You can learn so much just talking to them in a conversation. And if you have your own business and this is your sole intention or your priority on a trip, I would definitely recommend going to co-living houses, co-working spaces, and conferences obviously are a great way of doing this as well. Okay, number 4 is adventure and adrenaline. So if you're an adrenaline junkie, or if you're not and you want to be, this could be the type of trip for you. So I think we all want at least a little more adventure in our lives. So why not go on a trip that tests your love of adrenaline and pushes you to your limits? Again, this could be around comfort zones and confidence. You'll feel amazing afterwards and you'll have epic stories to tell. So this could be something like a surfing holiday. There are surfing co-living houses these days. You could go skydiving, bungee jumping, swimming with sharks, hiking mountains, hiking a long trail like the PCT, going in a hot air balloon, going in a helicopter, just pushing yourself a bit, doing something that excites you, something that gets your adrenaline pumping, and something that's adventurous. So it doesn't have to be a death-defying sport. It could be, hiking through a jungle or just something really adventurous. Okay, number 5 of the 8 travel transformative trips is health and healing. So I think we all know that travel is a great way to take a break from our stressful, busy lives and really take care of ourselves for a while. Especially if you've been through something traumatic, it can also help you heal. I mean, we all know the books Wild and Eat, Pray, Love and all that good stuff. Especially if you take time out just to be in nature. I mean, there are all kinds of health retreats you can go to, relaxation retreats, spas, obviously. There's all kinds of things you can book, or you could just go and do your own thing. Just go and be in nature. Do what you know is healing to you. It could be listening to music, relaxing, journaling, hiking, eating well, like, going to a yoga place that just serves vegan food or something for a week and just like resetting everything. Some people do juice cleanses, all that kind of stuff. So health and healing is number 5. Okay, number 6 is mindset reset. And I think you get an element of this with, several of the other trips, and a lot of these can overlap, obviously. But we all need a little mindset reset sometimes. Leaving our home countries, immersing ourselves in other cultures, and meeting new people and seeing how they live can all give us some much needed perspective and appreciation. And like I say, there are loads of retreats and tours and things these days you can do that are specifically focused on your mindset. So look those up, definitely. Okay, number 7 is rest and relaxation. So sometimes what we need most is rest, sleep, massage, relaxing on a beach or looking out at a beautiful lake. Our lives can be so hectic we can forget to fulfill our most basic R&R needs. So an intentional rest and relaxation trip then can do wonders. And I'm sure everyone listening is great at these kinds of trips because it's the kind of holidays most of us grow up knowing. You go and hang out at a beach or in a hotel pool side or whatever and just rest. And this can mean different things to different people, obviously. Some people find that kind of rest not at all restful. They want to be doing stuff, they want to be exploring. So whatever that means to you, rest and relaxation is number 7. Number 8 is epic challenge. So you might think this is similar to adventure and adrenaline, and it definitely has some of the same elements. But this is picking one particular challenge, a big one, and going for it. So if you're feeling stuck in life and want to shake things up but don't know how, you can challenge yourself to do something really difficult, preferably in another country, just to add that extra element of adventure, and then do it. Your transformation will be particularly epic if it's a mental and physical challenge, and it works best if you tell everyone about it. And even better if you're doing it for charity. If you're raising money for charity, you will want to go through with it. You won't chicken out. You will have to tell people about it because you'll want their money. And it will really push you to do this thing, whatever it is. Like I say, it could be hiking the PCT. It could be climbing a mountain. It could be whitewater rafting or, something slightly dangerous, not too dangerous. Maybe it's hiking to Machu Picchu, or one of my favourite authors, Donald Miller, he did a bike ride across America with a group of people and just really bonded with them and said it was one of the best experiences of his life. So if you can do it with a group of people, whether you know them or not, sometimes it's better if you don't know them because then you get that added extra awesome thing that you do when you travel solo, when you meet people from all over the world, different backgrounds, different cultures, and really get to know them. And it can just be one of the best things you ever do. So epic challenge is last but certainly not least on the 8 types of transformative travel trips. And these are all intentional trips. This all means you go in with a plan, you go in with an intention, and you stick to it throughout the trip. And again, like I say, I can go into detail on any one of these. If you do want me to do that, just let me know, info@traveltransformationcoach.com, and I will be happy to do a whole podcast episode diving deep into one of these or more if you want. So I hope that got you thinking. I hope that when you go to book your next trip, you don't just book the same old city break or beach break, which again, sometimes we need, but maybe try something different. Try it and go in with an intention to overcome something, to face something head on, to work on something, to meet people, to get your adrenaline pumping, to challenge yourself, or to reset your mindset. And if you do, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so yeah, that was a quickie episode. I did actually mean to keep it quickie, and I did. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Travel Transformation Podcast with me, Jessica Grace Coleman. If you enjoyed this episode, I would really appreciate it if you could please subscribe, rate and review, and spread the word, because it's my mission to help as many people as possible to flip the script on their lives and transform through travel. And remember, life is short, so let's make sure it's nothing short of amazing. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.